Welcome to the Get Ready for the Mission video section. We know that you're excited about your first mission with us already. This is why we created the following videos, which will provide you with all necessary information to successfully accomplish the mission. This video section is about 40 minutes long. Please take some time to go through all the videos in order to learn everything about being an onboard career for Time Matters. Are you ready to get started? Let's see what you can expect from the following videos. You will learn about the steps you need to follow before going on a mission. You will acquire an overview of a mission's general execution. You will familiarize yourself with the exact steps of a standard mission. You will get to know our internal processes and additional tasks. Have a look at this detailed overview on what we will show you in the videos. We're starting off by giving you more information on what to do before the actual mission. Here we want to familiarize you with the general guidelines and rules on how to behave as an onboard courier when transporting a shipment for Time Matters. We also show you how our mission application system works, what you need to pack in case you're assigned to a mission, and which information you will be provided with during the pre-transportation briefing. After that, you will get to know the process of a general mission. Each and every step of the transportation will be explained to you in general terms. The actual mission might have different scenarios, and each mission might vary. This is why all mission-specific information will be communicated during the pre-transportation briefing. If any uncertainties arise during the mission, our customer service team is always at your side to assist you during the transportation. In the end, we give you further information on what to do after the mission. As a freelance onboard courier, you're required to send us an invoice for the courier service you provided. Finally, we're happy to receive feedback from your side. So, how should you act when being on a mission for Time Matters? As an onboard courier, you're required to act in a professional manner. There are some general rules and guidelines you're obliged to follow during the transportation process. So here are some examples. What do you think? Which of the following statements are do's or don'ts when working as an onboard courier? Do you think providing proactive status updates to the Time Matters team is a do or a don't? Of course this is a do. You're required to send us status updates for every single step of the transportation. What about the consumption of alcohol or other drugs while or before going on a mission? You're not allowed to drink alcohol while being on a mission. Keep this in mind when being on the airplane as well. Should you dress and behave in a professional manner? Yes, you should. Professional appearance and behavior can facilitate the cooperation with security, airport staff, and customs officers. What do you think about provoking security staff by demanding special privileges? Even though your mission might be time critical, please behave in a responsible manner and do not provoke security or airline staff. And what about traveling with a lot of luggage? Please be aware that you should travel with hand luggage only. In case of any troubles, please always check in your own hand luggage and not the shipment. In that way, loss or wrong loading of the shipment can be avoided. Certainly, this only counts if the shipment can be considered as hand or carry-on luggage. You will find out what essential items you should not forget later on. Here are some further do's and don'ts which you should remember at all times. Please do only take instructions from Time Matters. In case of any uncertainties during the mission, please get in contact with us right away. You're obliged to stay in line with our confidentiality agreement, which you have signed during the application process. Always keep us updated with tracking information. In case your mobile does not work, do call Airmates immediately from an alternative phone to inform us proactively. Do keep all the receipts and tickets you might receive during your mission, as your expenses like public transport, taxi costs, and others will only be reimbursed after the mission is completed. Please don't accept packages from anybody else than arranged by Airmates. Don't take instructions or advice from any other party other than Airmates. For example, if the customer, consignee, or customs broker gives you other instructions than agreed upon with us, please get in contact with us right away. Remember, these are standards which are important for your own safety and should be followed at all times. Now we give you some more information about the mission request and the application. At Airmates, we call an onboard courier transportation a mission. As a verified courier on our onboard courier platform, you are able to receive mission requests. The process starts with a customer request. Customer requests for an onboard courier service are mostly on an ad hoc basis, without previous notice. In case of a customer request, we will send you a mission request to see if you're available. The mission request will specify the following information: the exact pickup time, the pickup location, the drop-off location, and the return date. This is meant as a first indication, and the actual mission might vary from the request. Detailed information will be provided to you once you're assigned and our customer has confirmed the shipment. All potential couriers will be notified about a mission request. So imagine an onboard courier transportation from Hamburg to Malta. We will contact all potential couriers in a certain radius around Hamburg to check who is available. But it is also possible that you are a potential courier if you already live at the shipment destination or another important airport hub. In such a case, we organize a flight for you to reach the pickup location as soon as possible. Afterwards, you fly back to your original location. As most missions are time critical, it is necessary to react fast when receiving the request. As soon as you receive a notification, give us immediate feedback if you're available or not. Please only apply for the mission if you're certain that you can reach the pickup location within the mentioned time. Our system can only process the official application, that is either via our Airmates OBC app or by pressing the buttons in the mission request email. Any other form of response, like personal emails or phone calls, cannot be tracked by our system. If you are not available or do not want to go on a mission, please give us this feedback. It is not a problem at all. Be aware that this will not exclude you from future missions. If you have applied, we will assign the best fit courier for the mission according to various criteria. Only one person can be selected to transport the shipment. All other couriers will not be assigned. Maybe you have the chance next time to fly with us. As soon as you get the email or push notification with the notification you have been assigned with an OBC mission, please start preparing for the possible journey. Be available on your mobile phone and wait until we will contact you with further instructions and information. Be aware that even if you are already assigned to a mission, it can still get cancelled for various reasons. There might be a change of plan at the customer's end, or Airmates might not have got a job. Once our customer gives a final confirmation, you will be the one transporting the time-critical shipment. Even after the approval, there might be rare occasions in which we have to cancel the mission. but we try to inform you as soon as possible. If the mission has been approved by our customer with a final confirmation, you should prepare your private baggage. Please make sure you have the following essential items with you: your passport and/or regional identification card if different. If you have various passports, please take all of them with you. Besides that, don't forget your visa documents if necessary. Mobile phone including charging cable. Additionally, a power bar or external battery pack is recommended. In case you have a phone without plan or contract, make sure you have uploaded your credit in advance. Cash and credit cards. Make sure to have enough cash and possibly also local currency on hand. You might need to pay expenses during your travel, and we cannot provide you with any advance payments. Therefore, you need to be able to pay by cash or credit card. Universal travel adapter. You might need to think about a universal travel adapter when traveling abroad, so you can charge your electronic devices anywhere in the world. Printouts of transport documents. If mentioned during your pre-transportation briefing, please do not forget the printouts of important transport documents, for example the proof of delivery. Tickets and hotel reservation. In case you order to organize the trip to the pickup location yourself and book a hotel, please make sure to have the tickets printed out or on your cell phone. Driver's license. If you have a driver's license, it might be useful to have it with you. Remember to travel light. Only hand luggage is allowed. To avoid any problems and inconveniences during the travel, only pack what is really necessary. You as assigned courier will have a pre-transportation briefing if the shipment has been finally confirmed by our customer. Depending on the urgency of the shipment and the pickup location, the briefing will either be on the phone or face-to-face in one of our offices. If you have been assigned to a mission, please stay patient and wait until our customer service is contacting you. All necessary documentation that you will need for the transportation will be provided to you via email. There might be the possibility that you need to print out some of the documents we send to you. During the pre-transportation briefing, we will provide you with the following information: the complete flight schedule and travel documents. The flight ticket is always booked for you by Time Matters. Hotel reservations when staying overnight should be organized by yourself, if not mentioned otherwise during the briefing. Email or handover of documents. We will provide you with all necessary documentation for the shipment, so we minimize the risk that you will have any trouble during the transportation. Details of the shipment. We will communicate you the specifics of the shipment in advance, so that you know about the value, kind of goods, pieces and weight of the shipment you will transport. Information about pickup and drop-off location. You will be advised about the responsible contact person, the address you need to pick up the shipment, and how to deal with the package. Customs procedures. You will be provided with all necessary information about customs at the airport of departure or airport of destination, in case the package needs to be checked by the authorities. Transportation of package. Shipments might be sent as hand luggage or check-in baggage. Most of our shipments are transported as hand luggage. We will tell you what to do in both cases during the pre-transportation briefing. Keep in mind, if applicable, hand luggage is always the preferred alternative, and personal luggage needs to be checked in. Organizing the way to the pickup location. You are usually required to organize the transportation to the pickup location by yourself. Please always use public transportation. Usually you are supposed to use a taxi if not mentioned otherwise during the briefing. Be aware to book tickets for transportation and accommodation not before the briefing, as the mission can still get cancelled. Once you arrived at a departure airport, the procedures are not much different than when going on vacation or traveling business. But there are some unique processes you need to remember and understand when working as an onboard courier. Here are some more details on the check-in procedures. If online check-in is possible, please do so as soon as you receive the tickets from us. You can download the app of the respective airline and already generate your boarding passes. You might be able to enter your frequent flyer number or sign up for one in order to collect miles during your travel. If online check-in is not possible, check in with the airline at the counter in the departure area of the airport or at one of the self-check-in stations. Please also print your boarding passes physically, in case your cell phone is out of battery or your data roaming does not work. This way, you can stay on the safe side and ensure a smooth travel. Try to find an aisle seat in front of the airplane or near the exit, so you can be quicker when leaving the airplane. This might help you in case of a tight transit. Once you arrived at a departure airport, the procedures are not much different than when going on vacation or traveling business. But there are some unique processes you need to remember and understand when working as an onboard courier. Here are some more details on the check-in procedures. If online check-in is possible, please do so as soon as you receive the tickets from us. You can download the app of the respective airline and already generate your boarding passes. You might be able to enter your frequent flyer number or sign up for one in order to collect miles during your travel. If online check-in is not possible, check in with the airline at the counter in the departure area of the airport or at one of the self-check-in stations. Please also print your boarding passes physically, in case your cell phone is out of battery or your data roaming does not work. This way, you can stay on the safe side and ensure a smooth travel. Try to find an aisle seat in front of the airplane or near the exit, so you can be quicker when leaving the airplane. This might help you in case of a tight transit. Here are some more details on the export customs procedures. Customs is an authority or agency in a country responsible for collecting tariffs and for controlling the flow of goods, including transports into and out of a country. Customs procedures might be different in every country and are often dependent on the rules and regulations of the specific country and the value of the shipment. Therefore, we will tell you during your briefing if you have to do an export customs clearance or not. In almost all cases, the export customs clearance is done by you, the courier, and not by a customs broker. Generally, you can keep the following in mind. Imagine a transportation within a customs union, for example the European Union. In this case, you are generally not required to go through customs at the airport of departure nor at the airport of arrival. No import or export customs clearance is necessary. Now think about a transportation to a third country. In this case, you are required to do an export customs clearance at the departure airport before going to the gate. You might wonder where you can find the customs office. The customs office can be already before the security check-in, located in the departure hall, or inside the secured area. Please make sure to inform yourself about the location of the customs office. You can ask the information desk at the airport and they can provide you with the detailed directions. What do you need to do once you arrived at the customs office? Please show the officers the customs documents and tell them that you're an onboard courier working for Time Matters and an export customs clearance is still necessary. Please make sure the officers give you a customs stamp on the export documents and accompanying papers. If you do have any troubles during this process, please call Time Matters and ask for assistance. How to handle the shipment will be explained next. The shipment you are transporting might be sent as hand or carry-on baggage, or as checked-in baggage. In case you're transporting the shipment as hand or carry-on baggage, you're required to take the shipment with you into the cabin of the airplane. In the second case, you're required to check in the shipment. We will inform you during the pre-transportation briefing what exactly to do with the shipment. As general guidelines, please remember the following. Most of our shipments are transported as hand or carry-on shipments. In this case, please go through the following processes. After you have checked in, please proceed to the security check. If the shipment needs to be declared, proceed to the customs office and follow the process described in the export customs video. After that, go right away to the departure gate where you will be waiting for boarding. In case your flight has a transit destination within a customs union, the shipment might only be checked by customs at your last departure point within the customs union. In case you're forced to check in the package at any time during this process, you have to inform Time Matters before checking in the package. Only Time Matters is allowed to decide whether the shipment can be checked in or not. Please keep in mind that a checked-in luggage might get lost or loaded on a wrong airplane. Thus, hand luggage is always the preferred option. Checked-in baggage. In some cases, your shipment needs to be checked in. Please proceed to the check-in counter when you arrive at the airport right away. First, check in with the airline and get your boarding passes. The check-in attendant or self-check-in machine will provide you with a baggage tag. Double-check the baggage tags and make sure that the baggage will end up at the right destination. Take a photo of the tags and send them to our customer service team. In case export customs clearance is necessary, you have to go to the customs before putting the shipment on the conveyor belt and before the security check. There your documents will be signed and the shipment will be sealed. Then your luggage can be sent through via the bulky luggage conveyor. What to do at the security check is next. Before you get to the security check-in, be prepared to take the necessary precautions to make this process as simple as possible. At the security checkpoint, you and your items are screened to make sure that you are not carrying any items that are prohibited. If you're carrying the shipment as carry-on baggage, it also needs to be X-rayed, if not mentioned otherwise during your pre-transportation briefing. You should place the shipment on a separate tray. What if the security personnel is interested and asks you what is in the package? You can tell them that you are an onboard courier working for Time Matters. If necessary, you can show them the respective documentation for the shipment. In case you are asked or forced to open the package by the security personnel, please tell them that you need to get in contact with Time Matters. And contact Time Matters immediately. Remember, do not provoke security people by demanding special privileges. As soon as you're through the security check-in, go straight to the gate and wait for your flight to departure. In case of a delay, or when a possible delay is foreseen, please inform Time Matters immediately. In case the shipment was checked-in luggage, you may ask the airline staff at the gate whether your baggage has been loaded. In case you are forced by the airline to check in the parcel at the gate because the flight is overbooked, please ask for an exception in this manner as you have a sensitive shipment on hand. Inform Time Matters in case you're forced to check in the shipment. You need to keep your parcel always with you and even in the cabin. Thereby, you need to make sure the shipment is safe at all times. Imagine you're sitting right here. If there's enough space, you can put the shipment under the seat in front of you. Otherwise, you can place it into the overhead compartment on the opposite side, so you can always see the shipment in case someone opens the compartment. Also be cautious about telling people about your onboard career mission, as the details of your shipment are not meant to be mentioned to others. Keep in mind that you should not have any alcoholic drinks during your flight. Here are some more details in case you have a transit during your transportation. For some missions, there might be the chance that you have one or possibly several transits during the transportation process. If your mission has a transit, planning in advance is necessary. You can, for example, find an airport map of your transit destination on the airport's website and already make yourself an overview about the airport. If you need to change terminals, plan how to get from one to the other terminal. During the flight, take attention to announcements concerning gate changes. In case your connection time is limited and there is no further information about possible changes, you could kindly ask the airline crew for assistance. Have the shipment on hand and your carry-on items prepared so you can exit the plane faster. Also gather your travel documents, your passport, your boarding pass, and the customs form, and keep them in a secure and easily reachable place, for example your purse or inside your coat. Once you arrived at a transit airport, make sure you proceed to the gate of your connection flight as soon as possible. Please do not assume that the gate number on your boarding pass is correct, as flights often change gates. Instead, check the television screens for any gate changes, or if you're in a rush, ask the flight attendants standing at the gate as soon as you disembark. They might be able to give you the right gate number and precise directions. Even if you have enough time, walk to your connection gate right away. If you are transferring from a domestic flight to an international or vice versa, you might need to switch terminals, which can involve a shuttle ride. If there is any free internet connection at the transit airport, you could log in to check about possible gate changes or delays. In case your connection flight has a delay or when a possible delay is foreseen, inform time matters as soon as possible. Now we are proceeding with information on the import customs procedures. Depending on the country you are traveling to, the customs regulations, and the value of the goods, the customs clearance could be done by you, the courier, or by a customs broker. A customs broker is a third person that is responsible for clearing the shipment. If you're required to do a customs clearance, you might need to fill out immigration documents during the flight. When filling out the forms, you should tick off business as primary purpose of the trip. Make sure the form is filled out properly according to the information mentioned on the commercial invoice. Have the required documents completed before disembarking. Once you arrived at the airport, make your way to the customs office. You need to go through the passport control or immigration first before getting further to the customs office. Make sure to enter the right lanes when entering this area. Customs procedures for arriving passengers are usually separated into green and red channels. Which exit you need to take is mission specific and will be communicated during the pre-transportation briefing. Usually, the following situations can be separated. Use the green exit, nothing to declare, for shipments within a customs union, for example within the European Union. There are no further procedures you need to be aware of. Simply exit the baggage area and proceed to the drop-off location. Use the red exit, goods to declare, for shipments to a third country, for example from Germany to the United States. If you need to go through customs, there are further procedures you need to be aware of. Detailed information will be given to you during your briefing. Here are some general rules. Enter the red exit. If there is no one at the customs office desk, please find a customs officer or ask for support at an information desk. You need to wait until the customs officer has finished the customs treatment. It is mandatory that the customs treatment is documented in writing and marked with a custom stamp. If you do have any troubles during this process, please tell the officers that you have to call the related company, call Time Matters, and ask for assistance. When delivering the shipment, there are various scenarios you need to consider. Generally, it is possible that you deliver the shipment directly to the airport, and the consignee, broker, or another courier will pick up the shipment there. We will forward you the contact person in advance or during the mission, so you know who to contact once you arrived. It is also possible that you need to store the shipment in a temporary customs warehouse. In both cases, you will be advised how to proceed during the pre-transportation briefing. Another possibility is that you will be delivering the shipment to door, meaning it can be anywhere. In this case, it is also likely that you will need to do the import customs clearance procedure as described before. Please already think about how to organize the way to the drop-off location in advance. If you need any guidance, our customer service will also support you to find the best and most economical solution. At the delivery point, if it is the airport or any other location, you are obliged to let the consignee, broker or courier sign the Proof of Delivery document, POD. The signature is mandatory to complete the transportation process. Please make sure to get the signature when handing over the shipment. Please make sure to only deliver the package to the person that is also the contact person and not to anyone else. In case of any uncertainties, do not hesitate to contact Time Matters. Here are some further details on the tracking procedures. We require you to send us proactive status updates for every important step of the onboard courier transportation process. You're required to send your current status via SMS every 30 minutes during your transportation. The only exception to this is during the flight. Please use the mobile phone number we're providing you with during your pre-transportation briefing. Always start your SMS with the respective S number, which is the service or order number that you receive from us for your transportation. Here's an example how your tracking updates could look like. See the following messaging conversation between you and our customer service. Just picked up a shipment at the airport. Great, you still need to do the export customs clearance. Export customs clearance done, security check and passport control done. Waiting at the gate for boarding. Thank you, have a safe trip. Just arrived at a transit destination, we'll take a bus to Terminal 2 to reach the connection flight and update you once I'm at the gate. Perfect, let us know in case of any delays. Just arrived at the arrival airport, we'll contact a broker to set a location for handover. Once I handed over the shipment, I will update you. Package handed over. Mission accomplished. I will send you a photo of the signed POD document via email in a minute. If you do have any problems, there's a delay foreseen, or you need assistance in any way, please contact Time Matters right away. If you do not have phone service or internet connection at some point, and you have any troubles, ask for a courtesy phone at the information desk or at the ticket counter, or find another way to contact us. What you should do after the mission will be explained now. First, some more information on compensation and reimbursement of expenses. Once you finished your mission, you are able to claim your compensation and reimburse your travel expenses. Remember, working for Time Matters as an onboard courier requires you to be a freelancer. In any sense, you should be able to invoice us for the career services you provided. If you have any questions or concerns about taxation, please consult your tax advisor. Your invoice should be in a PDF format. A couple of days after your transportation, you will receive an email with all invoice-specific information from us. Generally, the following information should be included on your invoice. The general allowance. Your general allowance is mission-specific and will only be communicated during the briefing. We insure you at least €150 per trip. Overnight accommodation allowance. In the likely case that you book the tickets on your own, please add the expenses to your invoice. Transportation expenses. Expenses for public transportation and taxi. Please list all transportation expenses separately. Do not invoice all cab rides in a lump sum. Mobile and cell phone expenses. Please add all receipts, for example your cab rides, to the PDF document of your invoice. Make sure that all expenses on your invoice are in euros. Use the latest exchange rate on the day you are issuing the invoice. Kindly pay attention that your invoice is compatible with the tax system and any commercial accounting principles that apply for you and your country. Send your invoice, including all attachments and receipts, via mail to obc@time-matters.com.